The member for Dawson.
Well, thanks, Mr Speaker. My constituency question is to the Minister for Resources, Energy and Northern Australia. Minister, the coal industry is absolutely critical to jobs and economic growth in my electorate of Dawson, and the opening up of the Galilee Basin is crucial to more jobs and more growth locally. Can you please update the House on the importance of coal to the Australian economy and to jobs more generally, and also coal's prospects for the future?
I call the Minister for Resources.
Thank you, Mr Speaker, and I thank the member for Dawson for his question and acknowledge his strong advocacy for the resources and energy sector, not just for his constituents but for Australia at large, and in particular his support for the development of the Carmichael mine, which has the potential to create thousands of jobs and billions of dollars worth of export income, and that even the Labor Party has described it as a project of great importance to both Queensland and Australia. Mr Speaker, the member for Dawson understands that it's not just the jobs in the mines that are created by the coal industry, but it's also the other services and jobs that are created. For example, when I visited Mackay, we went down to G&S Engineering, and that services mining equipment, and it's a very high-tech, innovative business that employs apprentices, among many others. And in the seat of Dawson, you also have the Abbott Point Terminal, which provides hundreds of jobs relating to mining development at the Bowen Basin. Now, the member for Dawson knows as well as anyone else in this place the importance of the coal industry both to Australia and the world. Australia gets more than 60% of its electricity from coal, and globally the world gets more than 40% of its electricity from coal. And the International Energy Agency says that by 2040 that number will still be very significant at 30%, and that the demand for coal in a number of countries continues to rise. Now, for Australia, coal is our second largest export. In 2013-14, it earned around $38 billion worth of export income, and we are the world's second largest exporter of coal. It creates 40,000 jobs directly and more than 100,000 jobs indirectly in Australia. And Australia's coal is predominantly low in sulphur, low in ash, which can be used for these high-efficiency, low-emission power plants, which we are seeing all around Asia, which can reduce the carbon footprint by up to 40%. And of course, there's other new technology like carbon capture and storage, which will be important to the future of clean coal. Now, the member for Dawson understands how important energy and resources is to his electorate. That's why he recently visited India, to promote Australia's coal industry and to speak to Adani and to hand over thousands of postcards from his electorate which said, "Mr Adani, we're ready to get working." So, Mr Speaker, the member for Dawson is not only always working hard for his constituents, but he wants to create the opportunities in the resources and energy sector for them to get working hard too.